Hey guys, welcome to episode 5. Last time we talked about um, land, the acquisition of that land, um, and that purchase for this property, and kind of what went into that. And the big takeaway there was that this property that I purchased already had a foundation and well and some drainage already in. So that when I say building a house from scratch that, and we are actually have some of those things in place. So it's not really from scratch at this point, but that gives us a head start, which is great for me. Being new to this, I will get into the site development at some point, but it does help us get a little bit of jump start on that X factor and site excavation, especially around the Pacific Northwest. It gets tricky. Like I said in one of my earlier episodes, with geotech and the septic, doing septic work on site, and getting all that stuff lined up can be tedious, as well as how that impacts site excavation. So this is going to be a quick episode. I think I'm just going to want to walk through where we are to the, as you can see here. I'm going to shrink myself. You don't need all of me. And what you see here to the right, all over here, all over here is water. So that's east facing, and then the property that we're looking to build on is right here. As you can see, that foundation's already in place. So that's what we're gonna be building from. And when I purchased this property, it came with permitted plans. And so the plans that were of the site are what you see behind me. And I'll zoom in a little bit here. And I'll just quickly scroll through kind of the design as well. And you can kind of see it's a pretty traditional house. I wouldn't say it's something I would build or design. And this, this mound is gone. So basically that's the front of the house, and that would be right here. Actually, let me go back to this guy. That's about, that mound was right about here. And it looks like they just never executed on keeping that there. So this mound is actually gone. We're gonna have to build stairs up to that front door. At one point, I'd actually considered putting stairs, keeping this on the ground level, moving that door to the ground level, and then putting stairs on the inside. That would have just required a lot more engineering work, and we're trying to get this thing moving pretty quickly. These are just some elevations, kind of giving you a sense of what's happening. You can ignore that yellow circle. Not sure why that's on there. This is the floor plan for the floor. So we're using 11 7/8 TGIs, 16-inch on center. We are probably going to lose these cantilevers here. Right here and right here. And the reason is because we don't want these bay windows. This is pretty traditional looking. What we're gonna do is, actually I'll get into that in the next picture here. But I did want to just scroll through some of these just to give you a sense of what the house does look like now. So pretty, I don't want to say typical house. It's just not something that I would consider I'd want to put in my portfolio. So that being said, we're going to make some changes, or attempt to make some changes that are hopefully not that engineering specific, in the sense that hopefully we don't have to make a bunch of changes to engineering. But what we've done is, and let me go to 3D here. All right, so this is kind of the general direction we're headed for the site. So I'll say pretty simple structure. That was one of my goals, is to simplify the roof line. Some of these things obviously aren't complete. We're not going to have TJI sticking out here. A lot of this is just getting my thoughts on paper, but I want to at least share what's happening. Trying to make it a little bit more modern. Probably going to go black on white, so kind of a new modern farmhouse look and feel. That is, I want to say, fairly popular right now, but it is also something that I don't see as being trendy. It doesn't introduce wild design lines to the house. It's not crazy color schemes. It's fairly simple, so I don't think it's something that's going to go out of style, just like I don't think craftsmen are going to go out of style. I think it's something that will persist as a something that people desire. So as you can see from the front, I lost those bay windows and deck on the right side here, and then on the left side I lost the bay window and added a accordion door here. And you can see from plan here, I'll pop open that, and then I'm going to give you a trace reference. You can see where the bay windows were, and my drawing isn't exactly perfect because I don't need to do it. I'm not submitting this. But you can see where we squared off those walls compared to the bay windows in the existing plan. We're trying to make this a little bit bigger inside as well, so we're trying to move this wall. As you can see on the trace reference here, this shear wall, we're going to try to get that moved over a little bit out here in the hall a little bit more, just to give us some more space in these other rooms, to make them wider, bigger, making the bathroom a little bit bigger. Again, just trying to optimize some of that space. I'm actually making the master smaller to add this office guest room, because we're really pushing for a 3-bedroom septic system. That's something that's still in flight right now. But that is where we are right now. And actually, as I film this, we had our lumber delivered today, and we had the framer actually on site today doing some work, and I'm going to post that video right after that. It's going to talk about some of that framing work that's going on, and then talk about what's next after that. So quick video, want to give you a sense of where the site plan was, look and feel, and where we're headed for look and feel. Thanks.